right, let me get to. And there they are. Ugh.
That's
I think we got some technical difficulties. One of our people completely disappeared.
that
Disappeared.
he did.
How is everyone tonight?
not bad. How are you?
Jolly good.
Outstanding.
I'm riding the roller coaster as I was on a high spot when you know God, my everything's just escaping me tonight.
Words.
Words, yeah.
Use little words.
When
Microsoft is your favorite word today.
when James Gunn liked one of my tweets today, that was high spot. I mean, that kind of stuff doesn't happen. It's the little things in life, and then Microsoft swoops in and says, "You know what? You're having a good day. Let me piss all over that." So mission accomplished, Microsoft. That's why Mixer failed. Good job.
I'm
Anyways,
I'm doing a fake Blaylock for you.
oh, thanks. That works. Great.
That way you
How
can turn it
how
off.
is everyone else? Episode 99. 99. Next week is the big episode 100. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mentioned it to someone at work today, and they were like, that's a lot. How many years is that?" I'm like, "About 2.5 years, pushing 3 years."
2.5 years?
Yeah, because technically the campaign started in. We started streaming in January.
Wow.
So, yeah. Yeah.
We only got 30 more weeks to go.
I mean, maybe by December of next year we'll be done. No, we'll be done
Mhm.
sooner than that. If we've got to have something swoop in and kill everyone.
Oh God.
And why does that not
uh,
surprise us?
yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks, Tricky. Yeah, big party. Yeah, we're gonna all get on Zoom and play D&D for the 100th episode. No, we'll have to come up with some kind of funny graphic or something
And
for
we're
it.
going to invite James Gunn.
Yeah, James Gunn, if you'd like to be a guest on the session, we will find a way to put you in there. Same offer goes out to Nicolas Cage, Joe Manganiello, or any of the Critical Role folks as well. Executive Goth, all you folks, you're always welcome. Somebody share this to him now. No, but yeah, Peacemaker. Yeah, let's get some John Cena up in here, and I'll let him roll up a Peacemaker warrior. We'll make this work. Oh God, it would be so great, so great, brilliant writing. Um,
You won't be able to see him on camera though.
just the top of his head. Uh, um, the other good thing about episode 100 that happens the first week of March, and what that means is Midland Mall Comic Con. So not only will we have episode 100 on that Monday, that Saturday and Sunday, we will be at Midland Mall in Michigan.
You
Half-ass,
will?
thanks for that sub. Well, two of us will, maybe three of us will, um, for doing some D&D. And I've actually got some times for the sessions now. So on Saturday, we'll be doing a session at 11, 12, 1. That's the first group. And then they let us go pee. And then 4, 5, and 6. Um, and then on Sunday, there'll just be one session at 1 o'clock, and then we'll be hanging around to talk D&D, help you build characters, answer questions for the rest of the time. There's cosplay contest going on as well. So you don't want to miss that out, or miss that. It's coming up very quickly, actually. Um, so stop by and see us and play some sessions. I know Cherry's going to be there. Half-Ass is going to be there. The B&B guys are going to be there. Um, and speaking of the B&B guys, if you missed Saturday's B&B show, yes, it was a Saturday show. I was on it. And we talked some D&D. We talked Peacemaker, the horrible Chip and Dale movie that's coming. At least I think it's going to be terrible. It looks awful. and some of the other things coming out. But they will return to a normal schedule this Wednesday. So, yeah, if I ask Nate, I'll go get coffees for you. I think Mike, you drink coffee, right?
I do.
Yeah, you can get one for Mike. I'm a tea drinker myself.
Real men drink coffee.
Oh yeah, Half-Ass. Yeah, Half-Ass gonna do a beer review one of the nights. That would be fantastic. I'll be bringing up my brew.
That's awesome.
I just finished. I just bottled it. It won't be entirely ready, but I mean, I try and see what happens. Chai tea. I've never had chai tea. I'm
Oh,
like
you're missing out.
Am I?
Chai tea's delicious.
Yep.
Uh,
I gotta take you to the Green. They've got a Turkish restaurant there. Serves chai. It's awesome.
I've always been kind of a Lipton guy myself.
Wow.
Very
It's
simple tastes.
For somebody who's been out of the country,
I know.
Yeah.
palate should be much
Brisk.
better.
I know, and thinking about it, I don't even know what I drank. Even in China, I don't remember drinking anything like that. So, yeah, now we're just gonna have a session about talking about chai tea. I've not had boba tea either because it looks gross.
I haven't had that either.
It looks like fish eggs. But
It doesn't even sound.
Miss
appeasing.
Cannon says it's the thing that
Blaylock is here. Fake Blaylock can leave.
Miss Cannon
You
says
made
that
it.
boba tea is life. So I trust her. So I'm gonna have to try it sometime. But welcome. I got a little bit of a surprise for everybody. These guys don't even know, and it's not that Microsoft completely screwed me over. Thanks again for that, Bill Gates. No, I got something else for us.
Grayson, you're good.
I don't think that's still Bill Gates.
All right, Gray, you turn on.
Yep, all good now. All right, so we can get started. Apologize for whatever music selection pops up tonight. Where we left off last week. Let's get some. Let's see. Okay. Last week, the Arlo awakens in the dark room again. Zormir head hanging low. Arlo was questioned again about the location of the crest and given a timeline of when he needs to return that before they start harming him and his friends. He wakes up on the sides of the river, Zormir almost floating away, and he carries him back to the inn to be cared for by the party as they see them stumble inside. While this was happening, Grayson went to the temple and met a new friend, and found a way into the library there of forbidden knowledge, and looked at a lot of books, not necessarily the one he was looking for. Exhausted from his searches, he also returned to the inn, while Melu, Galtier's sister, learned of who Arlo was dealing with and feared for Galtier's life as she left them to go think. Arlo went to bed, Grayson went to bed, and Zormir went to bed. So we return to the inn with
A sleeping
Blaylock,
episode.
with Blaylock and Galtier. And what would you like to do?
Well, with them all sleeping, do we want to go check on my armor and your horn?
This would be acceptable.
What time is it?
It's still like 8. You guys just went to bed.
8 p.m.
AM.
AM.
a.m. Oh, okay.
Oh crap. There's little persons of us now. We can move.
Whoa, we have a map of the town?
Surprise! guys.
Ermagerd!
You guys complained about there was no town in Portstown, but now you have a walkable map of town.
Let's go.
I think they're assigned, so I'll.
But I need to. Oh god, I need to load in.
Don't get silly, but it's unlocked for you to move yourselves.
I march up to the king and say, I demand an audience, and you're arrested.
Off with your head. Is there anything else you need to try getting while we're out, Blaylock? I don't know if Melu is still going to be interested in going to the king with us if we can get an audience with him, based on what just happened with Arlo.
I believe Grayson will be taking care of Melu's outfit, dress.
Well, I believe that Grayson would need to know her size to be able to get something ordered for her.
True.
Hopefully, maybe we'll find her while we're out and about. And then I'm just going to start heading towards the shopping. We'll walk out the.
Somebody's ringing.
I'll follow suit.
He doesn't want to be stuck at a table alone 15 times again tonight, so he's coming with me.
All right. So you guys are going shopping?
Yes, we're going shopping.
Okay. So you walk through the town, up into the shop district, which is over here. Gives some scale.
scaling
It
roof.
really gives some scale to the size of the city as well.
Yeah, it does.
Which shop would you like to? You walk into the shop. It's raining today. That you can hear the sounds of the rain pouring down onto the streets, and you can hear it tink against some of the metal things that you carry. Still hasn't stopped people to be out and about shopping and going about their business. The higher class citizens all have umbrellas to keep themselves shielded from the rain.
I'm gonna go to the armorer first.
Okay.
Check on the breastplate.
All right. Blaylock, are you going with him?
I will join you, Gaultier. Please hold a moment, and I'll hurry to catch up.
All right. So you walk in, you see the gnome. Oh, look who it is.
Hey there. How's everything coming along?
Well, I just finished the sword for your compatriot. And he holds it out. And I think I'll be done with your armor probably by the end of the day.
That's great to hear. Like, it's no huge rush right now. I know you've been busy with everything going on.
It has been busy. Terrible weather out there.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to rain like it is right now. I have one other question for you while we're in here.
Well,
Do you
sure.
have a crossbow I could buy?
Crossbow? Absolutely.
AFK for just a second.
Sure.
I would be interested in a crossbow +1 if you possibly have one,
Oh,
but a
there
plain
you
crossbow
go.
will
Crossbow +1.
do. I will take whatever you have, man.
All right. Well, first we're talking about. Do you want a hand crossbow, a heavy crossbow, light crossbow?
A light crossbow, please.
Making me get all this stuff out. I
Sorry.
wasn't ready. No. Blame Bill Gates.
It's all gonna be Bill Gates' fault tonight.
So, +1 light crossbow. Yeah, I have one left, actually. That'll be 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay, and then how much are your bolts for that?
1 gold piece for 20 bolts.
I will take. You said 1 for 20?
Yep.
I will take 100 then if you have that then.
No problem. 5 gold pieces on top of the 1,500.
I had them 1,500. Well, I just subtracted, 1,500 for my total gold, but however much that.
You won't throw in bolts for free with the 1,500 gold purchase? What a ripoff.
You're not there.
Oh, that's why I didn't bet. That would be what, 150 platinum and 5 gold?
Yep.
I'll hand him the 150 plat and 5 gold.
He quickly scoops it up. You guys are quickly becoming quite the customers. I might have to upgrade you to the platinum plan. As he flicks each platinum coin into a bag on the other side.
I see what you did there. I always enjoy a good pun. Would you like me to take Arlo's sword for you?
That's up to you. After it leaves this shop, it's no longer my responsibility if you lose it.
Well, I wouldn't lose it. I just don't know if it'd be more convenient for me to take it back to him or not.
Let's let Arlo take care of it.
Yep, I was about to say that. Oh, I gotta do crossbow.
What about you, big fella? Is there anything I can do for you?
No, I'm quite fine.
Well, all right. Well, I'll get working on that armor, and hopefully I'll be done tonight, maybe tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow's fine. If that's when you have to go to get it done, I'm not gonna rush someone who does a great job on the armor, repairing things.
You're too kind.
Thank you very much. And I'll say, let's go get your horn,
You're kind.
Greylock. Thank you very much. Now let's go get your horn.
You're kind. Echo.
Double echo.
All right.
Yes, let's see if she is ready.
So you went over to the Glittering Gem. Gotta get everything on here. All right. You step inside the shop and you see the Tabaxi woman. Her eyes get large as you walk inside. Oh, welcome. Welcome back. How can I... Oh, you're probably here for your horn.
I am. Would it happen to be ready?
It is definitely ready. Some of my better work, I must say I should charge you extra.
I will be the judge of that.
And she steps out with a small box and opens the lid, and she's put it in a nice padded box with a kind of a red velvet it's lying against, and you see it is exquisite work. The rune etched into it and comes to a nice sharp point on the top.
This is quite exquisite. How do I put it on?
Oh, I was going to ask if you'd like some assistance.
I would. That would be excellent.
Well,
would you like me to come sit over here? Is this amicable?
I would appreciate it. Come on.
Yes, I will. Am I sitting too high? Is this...
That'll be fine. And she pulls over a little stool and steps up on it as you sit there. And
I'll lower my head in front of her.
She looks at it and, okay. And she takes the the horn, and you feel her press it against the broken horn. And okay, slight adjustment. I built an adjustment into it to help, and you can see her moving some things, spreading the. You hear a little bit of creak of the silver as it splits open, and she slides it over top of the piece there. Would you like it aligned with the other horn, or turned to the side for flavor, or?
I would like it aligned with the other too. It will already stand out, but if at least if it is in the same manner as its predecessor, that would not stand out near as much.
So she takes and she grabs the other horn and kind of pulls your head, and you see her close one eye, and she's kind of looking and turning her head from side to side, and she takes a small hammer and she just tink, 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 adjusting it down around, and then she begins tightening it onto the horn, and you see her, she reaches up and grabs a hold of the new silver horn and just kind of gives it a pull, and your head jerks from side to side. Well, that's not going anywhere.
That is quite secure. You have a mirror by chance?
Oh, well, of course. You don't think this beauty just happens by itself. And she hops down from the stool and steps into the back and comes out holding a mirror that's a bit bigger than her, lifting it with no problem, and holds it there in front of you, and you can see the new horn.
That is quite nice. Maybe at another time, maybe we'll have something on the horn that remains to match the one on that is broken.
Are you suggesting you're going to break your other horn, or you just want to get decoration on it?
I am saying that when the time comes for me to set my staff down and begin in a different facet of my life, I may want to look as presentable as possible. This, however, is quite an improvement.
Well, it is some of my best work.
I cannot state if the work you have done prior to this is any testament to this work, then I am not surprised. Here, and I'll take a platinum out and I'll set it down for doing such a fantastic job. Thank you.
And she slides the platinum, and as she does, she grabs your hand and lightly kisses the top of it. Anytime.
Thank you.
Blaylock is having some interactions with some ladies lately that he's not used to.
I believe that is all we have for the time being. Correct, Galtier?
I
Is there
have
any
no business
bedazzling
here.
you wish to do?
No, my swords have enough decorations on them for what I like for them.
This is very nice. I'm gonna kind of stand up, look a little bit, stand up a little bit straighter, and walk proudly out the door.
Put your fancy hat on, Blaylock. See how it looks.
That is an excellent idea. And I'll do so.
So you fit your hat on, and fits just fine. The sides of it fold up where your horns are, giving it kind of a musketeer kind of look to it.
But here, how does it look?
I think it suits you just fine.
Excellent. Well, do you have anything further you wish to do in town? If not, there is quite a bit of work I need to do on the staff.
I don't have much I need to do here. I could going. There's some stuff I can work on.
Yes. Better to take care of it now than in the field.
Very true. Do we know what shop Grayson went to for the clothes?
I don't think he ever told us.
He never told you, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Then-
start going into every shop. Hey, you got our stuff? No? All right. Okay.
Do you,
Hey,
have
you
our
got our
stuff? Do you have
stuff?
our stuff? I'm sure for the right price they have everything we want.
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
All right.
Well, I would be fine going back then.
While this is going on, Arlo, you said you were going to take a short rest, so we'll say an hour or so.
Okay.
You wake up, still groggy. It was a long night. The sleep you did get from what happened was not a peaceful one. It was forced. But with a new problem and vigor, you get up and figure you'll sleep later. What do you want to do?
We'll go downstairs and get a small bite to eat and hope to see if Grayson's down there.
All right. You step downstairs, and Tendra has now arrived, and she sees you. Sleeping in late tonight.
No rest for the weary, so I got a few hours, but have you by any chance seen my good friend Grayson?
Unfortunately, I just got here myself.
She was there
Well,
when I got there, because I got there before they got back.
No, it was a gnome.
Not when I
Tendra.
got there.
Yeah, when you got there, it was
It was her, but then the gnome came in later.
yeah.
Because she told me that they hadn't shown up yet.
Oh, that's right. My apologies. We woke up after you went to bed.
Yep.
So she would know.
well, that's a
Yeah. She. Grayson, I have not seen him get up this morning. He got in quite late, though.
so you say he's here then?
He is.
That's really odd for him to be up in his room. So, well, thanks, Cinder. Let me go up and see if he's still in his room. So I'm gonna walk up and knock on his door.
You wouldn't know where his door is. I don't think he told anyone where his room was.
I just I told her to
How
hand
many
out keys when we
stories
got
is
there.
this? How many stories is this building? Like if I look down the hallway,
Splitting the party.
It's probably 3 stories in total down the hallway. Once you get to the top of the stairs, the hallway goes off in to the east and west. There's probably 20 doors on each side before you get down the stairways that takes you up to the upper level.
I'll just stand there scratching my head, going, "Oh, fudge! I don't know what room." I'll just trot back down. Tendra,
Yes.
can you tell me what room he's in? I don't want to be knocking on a bunch of rooms and disturbing people.
The guest's privacy is of great concern to the people who live here at Tendra's Den.
Why did I know you were going to tell me that? It's of great urgency. People's lives could be at stake, and it's really urgent that I get with him.
I'm sorry, we just can't. What kind of reputation would we have if we let anyone just know who is staying here?
Fine, I acquiesce. So I will. Well, I don't want to go up there knocking on doors because then people might get a little angry and upset. So I will talk to you later then.
Have a pleasant day.
So I'm going to go ahead and exit. And oh look, that's right, I forgot we have
Yeah, feel free to exit.
I'm gonna walk out. I don't know where anybody's at, so I'm just gonna I know that I really need to go get my sword, so I'm just gonna start walking north and towards the district shops and just kind of looking out for anybody that is in, any of my friends.
Okay.
I don't know how far you're gonna let me go.
Here's fine. Um, give me a perception check.
At least I got some with a plus. No whammies. 18.
Okay. As you enter the shops district area, you see Blaylock and Galtier walking out of one of the shops to the south.
Arlo, your sword is ready.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was just on my way up here to get it since I can't really find nobody. I got up and I wanted to talk to Grayson, but Tindra said she wouldn't tell me what room he is in, and he never told me, so thought I would just go and do something else until I can find out where he's sleeping.
Maybe think a little bit more on this pendant and the possibility of getting ourselves out of this scenario would be ideal.
Well, that's kind of why I wanted to talk to Grayson too. I mean, he seems to know he seems to know a lot, and so I thought maybe could lean on his guidance on maybe what we can and cannot do, and maybe come up with some ideas, because I don't know where the pendant's at, and if it's not in any of your packs, and I haven't asked him, and hopefully it's in his pack, but I'm afraid if it's not, I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do.
Where's the last place you actually remember seeing it?
I haven't really had it out of my pack in months. It's just always been in there. We've been so busy doing everything else that I've never taken it out to look at it, and I've never really kind of looked for his brother and sister because we just seem to be chasing our tails and fighting so much, and I just haven't had time to start asking around about his brothers and sister.
Arlo, it may be best that you not go out by yourself for the time being.
Well, as long as there's no little kids running it down to the alley, it probably wouldn't be too bad, but them little kids are vicious.
It's not just the kids you need to worry about. It's basically
There are
everybody.
other ways to end someone's life rather than deceptive children. A knife blade, even in broad daylight.
Yeah. I'm still curious of why they gave us 3 weeks, though. I mean, that's a lot of time. So I know he said he's been watching us for weeks and weeks. So I'm sure they're around here somewhere watching us.
Most likely are. But
Be careful.
we can travel with you to go get your sword if you'd like.
I think I would like that. I think I will take Blaylock's advice. And is that a horn on your? Did you grow a horn?
You noticed. Now go over there and just rub my horn. Yes, I've had it replaced.
Yeah. How am I supposed to pick you out of a crowd now? You have 2.
Well, the large, shiny silver horn protruding from a head that stands about nearly 7 foot tall may be a dead giveaway.
Yeah, you have a point. You are rather large individual.
Yes.
It looks
So
good.
I've
On
been
you.
told.
It looks becoming.
Thank you.
I don't know about
Are
you
you-
guys, but I would like to not stand in the rain if we can get into a
But
shop.
Gautier, when's the last time Blaylock's had a bath?
I mean,
That's my
according to
drift.
him, probably more often than I've had a bath.
Well, and on that note, I've got some work on my staff to do. You guys have yourself a fine day.
Oh, come on, Blaylock. I was just kidding.
Maybe I'll go take a bath.
Would you?
Have a good morning.
Bye, buddy.
I'm gonna walk inside a Tendra's den.
Okay. So you are leaving the area as both of you walk back into the Farron's beard, and the gnome looks up and he's got thick goggles and soot covering his face, and he looks up and sees you and kind of looks down and slowly sets his hammer down, steps up. Yes,
I was told you had my sword.
I do. And he takes the blade and sets it on there, and he's done a fantastic job of fixing it, cleaning it up.
I'll pull it out and twirl it around and do some moves. Check the balance. This is some fantastic work. I am very impressed.
I'll do exquisite work here. There should be no question.
Yep, I'll sheath it back and say, thank you. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it. And I'm hoping that I don't see you anymore because I have no money left because of you.
Well, business has been good.
So just out of curiosity, how much, if I was to, can you acquire and tell me how much this sword is worth on a value? Just curiosity.
He's looking at it. I could. Oh, let me see. He takes the blade out. I could offer you 200 platinum pieces.
Did you say 300?
200.
I thought you said 300.
Oh, I definitely said 200.
Very good. I'm not going to sell it. I was just always wondering just how much it was really worth. So, I thank you for your time, and I appreciate it.
You sure you don't want to sell? It is a nice piece.
I'm positive I do not want to sell. This has been in my family for generations.
Oh, then why would you want to sell it?
I didn't want to. I just wanted to know what it's worth.
You did ask for a price.
Well, yeah.
You wouldn't ask for a price unless you wanted to sell something. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. I don't want to sell it. I was just curiosity.
Well, that didn't work out good for the cat.
Well, that's true. But you know what? I figured if it's 200 plat here, then in normal places it would probably be 120 plat. So
Okay?
if I ever get hard up, I will come and see you.
Sure. Always happy to help. I gotta finish his
Thank-
armor.
All right. Thank you. And I'll walk out.
Thank you again.
Have a
That's-
great day.
Don't know about you, Arlo, but I need to go back to Tender's Den to work on some stuff for a little bit. It's a rainy day, so I don't really care if I'm out and about right now.
Hey, you ever thought about testing your ability in the fighter's ring?
I have no interest in going there when I don't have my armor.
But a man of your stature, you should be pretty good.
Yeah,
But I
without
understand.
my breastplate right now, I'm basically easy to hit.
Well, I'll tell you what, just need to be on the lookout for these two individuals. I said they'll be in 3 weeks, but I have a feeling they're going to be here earlier than 3 weeks, wanting to know where this pendant's at.
Yeah, they could be back at any time.
So I
Did you
think,
want to go to the Fighters Guild again?
No, not by myself. Maybe I'll see how Zormer's feeling, and I'll just let out a chuckle. Yeah, he got his butt handed to him by a human. So
Like,
You
you're
will-
telling me Zormer voluntarily went in for a fight?
yeah, I'm telling you, it was rather interesting. I think Grayson would have totally enjoyed it. He got his ass kicked by a human fighter, and she shield bashed his face over and over and over. He was bleeding out of every orifice. I could have swore he was gonna die.
I just
He
can't
got a
believe that
lucky-
he went in and fought.
Yeah, he got a lucky strike in and took her down. And that was only the first level. I can't imagine him trying to do this again. I imagine he will steer well clear of the Fighters Guild.
I imagine he's not even awake yet. I've been taking a beating like that, plus how you drug him in this morning.
Oh, I'm telling you, I was so scared. I was scared. I woke up and I seen him floating. I wanted to go to him immediately, but I couldn't. I had to heal myself so I could take care of him. Galtier, I thought he was dead. I honestly thought he was dead. I put a heal in him and he didn't move. I was so scared I lost my buddy. I don't know who this brother and sister are, but they are very powerful.
Well, from what I saw, neither of you were looking very good from what they did to you. So I don't think we should be messing with them at all.
Really makes me wonder what that pendant really is for. I mean, it had some writing on the back of it in the language that I didn't know. And I when I was in Brunsford, I buried him at the temple and paid for all of his services, but then everything just kind of hit the fan there, and I just never got a chance to ask Dirt, what this language was and what it said. So I don't know. I'm really curious. I really need to find this pendant. So, starting to get tired again. I didn't get much sleep on that. A little bit of a couple hours.
Well, let's go ahead and get back to the den. Just focus on resting up today, then.
Let's go. I could really use a nail.
All right. So you return to Tindra's den. Laylock, you went on ahead, so you arrive, and Tindra's just resting there, watching the patrons.
Ah, Kendra,
Hello.
please.
Oh, that is very nice. I love
Ah,
that.
you noticed.
It looks good on you.
Ah, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Though we don't know each other, you seem to have good taste in
I
what
like to
people,
think so.
the aesthetic appeal of Castle Verminia. Well, could you, if possible, I know this is not your responsibility, but if Master Grayson ventures forth, could you let him know that I was looking for him? No. I'll give her a silver.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Would you like a messenger sent to your room?
Yes, that would be fine.
I will take care of it.
Thank you. I'm going to head back up to my room.
All right, so you head back into your room.
From there, I'd like to really start working on the enhanced battery.
All right. Give it a
Feeling
roll.
particularly smart today, so I'm going to use a little bit of flash of genius, especially with the newfound look that I'm sporting. It's a 21.
Oh, fancy. That's a success.
It's a lot of pride going on right now.
All right. So that's what you're doing. Galtier and Arlo, you arrive at Tinder's Den. You don't see Blaylock there as you enter inside.
Well, Arlo, I'm gonna go work on some equipment. I'm up in my room.
You do that. I'm gonna just go and sit up here at the bar and pester Tindra for a while.
There's not a bar here, but you can sit up there and pester Tindra.
Maybe we can plan on meeting at Wolf's Head around 6 again tonight for dinner and see if we can get everyone together.
Let's do that. Oh, that's right. She doesn't have anything to drink here, does she?
No.
Gosh, dang it.
Tendra, if you don't mind, could you send a message to the rest of our group saying we're planning on meeting at Wolf's Head at 6?
I'll write a message here, and as they arrive, I'll give it to them. Sure.
Thank you very much. I'll head off to my room.
All right. Once you enter your room, what would you like to do?
Fail at work on the infuser like always.
No problem. Roll it up.
I know how you feel.
Right. You were working on additional vials, so go for it.
It was a 16 and then it rolled to an 8.
How many fails is that in a row?
Like 7 or 8.
We'll give you a success this time and call it dumb luck.
Hey. I
You
think
need
Grayson.
25.
Yeah. Only 30 more to go, and that'll be ready.
I know, right?
Okay, so you're working on that for the next few hours. Arlo,
Yep.
I'll be able. Do what?
you doing what?
Well, I was going to go AFK for a second, but I am going, if it's my turn, I'm going to go ahead and take off and go out to go to the Wolfhead's
Okay.
Tavern
So,
by myself.
Just watch out for, anything because everything's
Too
a
late,
minute
I'm
to this
already
town.
there.
you walk through. Let's see. Sorry, I don't have the music for it.
You're fine.
Freaking Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Oh. You walk in and you see Callister there, cleaning a glass. It's fairly empty. It's around noontime or so. Can I help you?
Good afternoon. Can I get a beer?
I can get you an ale, sure.
Sure. I'll take it.
And he sets a mug down in front of you. What's your trouble, son?
Just a lot of going on. Just trying to put my mind at ease about everything that's going on. Just thought I'd come over here and get an ale and contemplate what needs to be done next.
Oh, people don't typically come in here unless they got real problems.
I don't want to burden you with anything that's going on. I'm sure you have a lot of people come in here and pour their burdens out on you and just stresses you out.
Actually, it's pretty easy in here. There's not a lot going on right now, and you see him walk over and he pours himself an ale. And there's literally like a couple passed out people. It's pretty empty in there. And he sits down, pours the ale back. I can listen. If not, if you want to be left alone, I can head that other way. There's plenty of room here.
Good. Oh my God, that music. So, I don't know. I had so much. Good friend of mine, my little buddy, him and I got attacked in an alley, and we were kind of beat up, asked a bunch of questions that I had no idea what's going on, and he pretty much left us for dead out by the docks, and kind of healing back up. And have you been to the Fighters Guild?
Now, why in the nine hells would I go to the Fighters Guild?
Just to watch. You can go in and just watch.
I could, but I wouldn't have anyone here to really watch the shop, and I got things going on too. Watch people beat themselves to death there. Seems like a risky venture.
I agree. It was me and my buddy. We did it yesterday. That was interesting.
Oh, all of it?
Just the first tier. Just the first tier. That was enough for me. I like to keep my head attached to my shoulders.
I say a nice glass of ale is better than getting your head beat in or removed any day.
This is a lot more refreshing. So, you hear a lot of things going on here and there, and a lot of rumors. And you ever heard of a clan called the Truda?
The Truda, brother and sister, right?
Yeah.
I've seen them come in once or twice. Don't really cause much trouble. Stick to themselves.
You know where they just passing through, or do they reside here in the castle?
I don't get up in people's business.
Interesting. So you said they come in here often?
No, not often. Every now and then, you see them come in. Sit by themselves, don't really associate with others. Every now and then,
Interesting.
some hooded figure comes and talks to them, but I don't pay them no mind. They drink, they pay, they leave.
So you don't know who the hooded figure is?
We got a lot of hooded figures that come in here.
I just figured a man of your stature would know
Not
a lot
ask
more of the comings and
questions,
goings.
It keeps my head in the right place.
I just, don't ask questions, just, overhear things.
Sometimes.
I'll slip a gold across the table. So what kind of sometimes things do you hear?
Well, and he grabs a hold of the gold. Here, if you really need a good time for the ladies, those minotaurs you see. And he holds his hands up. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but I'm not playing.
I hear stuff like that. I hear Gilly's a funny one. She's kind of annoying.
Yeah, annoying would be it. She talks way too much. You don't know much about the true brother and sister, huh? Don't hear anything?
They're not one to socialize.
Good. Well, I just appreciate you taking a few minutes just to listen to me.
Well, I don't
You
got
wanna go
anything
back
else
to-
going on.
Well, I think I'm just going to sit here and nurse this ale for a while and kind of pass the time.
Sure. As we return to Tinder's
What do I owe you?
That'll be a silver.
Alrighty. Apply him a silver.
And we return to Tinder's Den. And Grayson, you awaken, feeling well rested.
About what, noon now?
I'd say just past noon. Yep, got your full rest in.
Okay. All right. I am going to send a message.
Okay.
We are staying in Tendra's Den currently for the next 5 days. How far are you from Castle Verminia?
All right. A few moments pass by. Excellent. I hope there's room. I'll be there tonight.
Okay. Now that that's taken care of. Oh, I'm going to make my way downstairs.
All right. You walk downstairs, and Tindra raises a hand in a strange motion. And oh, good morning, Master Harker.
It was a long night, but yes, the rest was needed.
You look much better, well rested.
I must say, this establishment is a lot better than some of the places I've stayed.
We like to think so. Your compatriots have been looking for you.
So they have all made it back.
Oh yes, some more worse for the wear.
Interesting. I do have another guest arriving this evening.
Oh,
She knows to look for me. I would like her to know where my room is.
sure. Do you have a name?
I do. She will either be going by Whisper or Lucidia.
She looks at you with a strange look. Oh. Okay. And she...
No questions needed.
Thank you, actually. And writes
Sure.
the name down.
We've had that understanding before.
A few moments after you say that, you hear heavy footsteps from upstairs as Blaylock starts making his way down the stairs, followed by a small goblin.
Making friends, are we? You're muted.
His new horn came with silence.
The cone of silence. This is a messenger, Grayson. I'm glad to see you are well. You had a late night.
Oh,
I'll look around and making note of the people that are around us.
This was much more difficult than I had anticipated. I have found where they keep the book. Unfortunately, they have so many materials that they consider to be forbidden, and no real organization.
Oh. This is quite the task that has been put on us.
Well, fortunately, I made my way in with the guard at the door, and his vice, though he will never admit it, is fine alcohol.
Now, his flask. I am sure you were able to accommodate his desire.
I am, but I did tend to push the limit last night. He did allow me to come back tonight. I'm going to try to figure out a plan. I still have 2 of the bottles of the finest Elven wine. I can see, and I kind of look around, but nobody's paying attention.
Nope.
I need to make a stop at the enchanted store. Maybe if I could get an enchantment that whoever drinks from the bottle will go into a sleep, I will have more time and less distractions. It was very unnerving trying to look for this book while the god kept making his presence known.
Grayson, there is something of utmost concern that we should speak on.
And as soon as you
Well,
finish saying that, you hear small footsteps kind of trundle down the stairs, and you look up and see Zormir. He still looks bad for Zormir.
Is this something we need to take into one of our rooms?
We should definitely. But first, let's make sure Zormir has food. He has had a very long night.
What day is it?
You have been asleep for several hours, the day following your departure with Arlo.
I'm gonna take a peek out the window. Is it daylight out?
It is.
Is it morning?
It is afternoon, DM?
Yes, it's afternoon.
Just afternoon, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be AFK for a second.
DM, not DM. Zormir. Yes, it is the afternoon, as you can see from the outside. You have been asleep most of the morning.
Where is Arlo?
I have so many questions for him. What the heck did he get us?
Neither of you
into
made it to our meeting last night either.
That is
Oh,
the situation I wish to discuss with you, Grayson.
yeah,
I
we
Or-
suggest you fill me in.
Zoramir
shall
has
we
been-
go to your room?
Zoramir,
can remember where my room is. Yes.
let's get you some food. Now, I'll go over to the front desk.
I got food in my bag.
Tendra, ignoring him. Is it possible to get some a meal provided to Zoramir's room?
Sure, how many?
For 3, please.
Sure, no problem.
Can
5
you add some
silver
pie to that
pieces.
too?
What?
5 silver pieces, please. Pie. Would you like to add a pie to your order?
Yes, please.
You want an apple pie with that?
What kind of pie would you like?
Orange.
I'm sorry?
Orange pie?
Well,
Just bring him a meat pie. Let's go.
A meat pie, yes. That'll be 6 silver, please.
I will take care of this. Thank you, Tendra. And I'll hand her the silver.
And she takes it and kind of makes a waving motion with her hand, and the goblin that came and knocked on your door runs off into another room. You hear the door swinging back and forth. Then you're heading to Zormir's room.
Yeah.
You step inside Zormir's room, kind of glancing around. You can see a few blood stains on his bed. And you quietly close the door behind you.
I'll come over there and press to digitate the bed to kind of clean up some of the blood there and then sit down shortly thereafter.
Excuse the mess. I didn't realize we was going to come up here as I'm kind of gathering up all my ingredients to the potions that I've been making up the couple nights ago.
So what happened?
Let's wait for the food. Zoramir, how are you feeling?
I got a massive ringing in my head. Everything is sore. I feel like I got hit by a horse buggy. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. I know how it started.
I may be able to fill you in, but I'm more concerned about your physical well-being. You almost died last night. You were on the brink of death, if not for Arlo carrying you across the town, the city.
Arlo saved me?
It was Arlo that saved you.
He's the one that got me into that mess.
We will talk about that soon. But you are okay.
I feel along my spine and head. Are my horns intact? I feel like one of them's cracked.
I did not notice any cracked horns. However, between us 3, the scales, as you well know, are making their way across your entire body. Is that uncomfortable?
Is it uncomfortable?
No, not at all. It feels like your skin. In fact, you've grown so accustomed to it, it feels soft to you, like a snake skin.
It feels quite good, actually.
Well, this is good. Good. This is good. Grayson, so you have had a fair bit of luck. At least scouting out the location of the book?
Yes. I don't think the door to the Forbidden Library is magically sealed. There was no physical key. This was not a simple break in and take it.
Do you feel that the abilities of dear Zoramir may be advantageous in acquiring said book?
Kind of hard to pick a lock if there's no pick. And no lock.
True. Zoramir, I will fill you in shortly once the meals have arrived.
Like I said, there's many books. I spent hours in there. Hopefully, with some more time in there tonight, I should be able to find it. I've already scoured half the damn library.
Wait, how did you get such free access to this library?
Well, that all comes back to the meeting that you and Arlo didn't show up to.
Hey, if it was up to me, I would have been there. I didn't have much control over the situation, I can tell you that much.
We accepted Gilly's offer, since they worked for the Sun and the Moon, and I have personally worked for them in the past. Better the devil you know than the devil you not. She wanted us to reclaim an item that was stolen from them and given to the temple. So I went last night just to see what I could find, maybe a location of where they kept such items, and I was successful. The problem is, as I said downstairs, it's almost as if they think every reading source should be forbidden. This was a huge library. It's taking me a lot longer than I thought it would. And technically we only have 2 more days, tonight and tomorrow.
Why do we only have 2 more days?
That was the deadline.
Do you know anything about this item?
I know what the book looks like, and I know the title of the book.
Oh, it's a book. It's a book we're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. Well, do you need any help down there? I'm sure
Unfortunately, I don't know of getting more than one of us access. It took a lot for me to get access myself. And the god is in constant contact. He never came into the library looking at what I was doing, but he made himself known quite clearly numerous times.
Surely there has to be a way I could sneak in behind you, no?
If it was just sneaking, I would say yes, but
Oh, do they have some of that magical stuff protecting this place?
I didn't try to cast anything while I was in there. I used magic to get to that point.
How did that work, by the way?
Not too bad.
Good.
I got a lot of good information about the layout of the temple without being seen.
Do I need to address the gloves to ensure that they will work to their fullest capacity for tonight?
You told me I had 10 charges and I only used 3. I think tonight, at least walking around, I shouldn't be questioned. So I shouldn't have to go invisible.
True.
At least to get to that point. Zoramir, speaking of potions and such, Do you have anything that would put somebody out to sleep for, say, 8 hours?
Notes. Wait a sec. Not so much straight to sleep per se, but possibly some effects that could help us. Let's see, and I start fidgeting around in my bag, clanging of the little vials. As I
We were told that this has to be bloodless.
pull out one. I have this. This is called a death's embrace. It causes the user to become paralyzed. That might help us. Well, might help us. I also have this one here, blood drainer. That makes the person fall in love with you. Maybe that would help us.
What sort of mental duress was the individual in that came up with these names? Blood drainer is for love?
Well, presumably the blood drains into some portion of the body, I would imagine.
Dear.
Oh, God.
Dear.
Well, since I know that this gentleman's vice is alcohol, I would rather it look like he passed out being drunk.
I have this. Well, I take out my potion book. I haven't. Oh wait, no, I didn't make this. Never mind. Pull out a vial, not the potion book. I have a couple of these. This might work too. This is Garuda's Spite. It makes them very sick and see images and vomit.
I don't need him alerting other gods or clergymen. That's all right. I just figured I'd ask, since I knew you dabbled in these things.
What color is the blood drainer potion?
Black.
DM.
It's not blue?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Just
not,
curious.
it's not a light blue color.
Not a light blue color? Okay, got it.
I haven't made this one yet. This might be. It gets a little coy. This might be a little bit extreme for our dealings here, but Costa's kiss will cause their blood to boil.
We are trying not to kill them.
I think we're looking
Yes.
only to let him go to sleep, not in any sort of painful way.
I don't know if it kills them, to be certain. I've never tried it.
They may wish to be killed after ingesting something of that nature.
That's fine. I will make my way to the enchantment store. See if I can't find anything there. If not, I will just be giving him a really expensive bottle of wine and hope that my investigation is a lot better than last night's. But we have to be well aware that we may not be getting this book, and we may be asked to do another task instead.
DM, has the meal arrived yet?
Not yet.
I keep looking at the door.
Must be Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's DoorDash, man. These suck.
I do know that they may not seem to be looking around, but these priestly types, they do try to tend to pop up every once in a while. I spoke to a Warforged last night when I was walking in.
Ah, a Warforged.
Doot. You hear a knock at the door.
That must be our meal. Here, I will get it. Now come to the door and open it.
You see a small, rotund goblin that's got maybe 3 silver hairs combed over on the side, and he's got carrying a platter with several sealed dishes, and you can smell the food. You order food?
Oh, jeez.
We did, yes. Here, please come set it over here. On
No
the table.
problem. Brings it in, and he just kind of waddles back
Always
and forth.
watching.
He waddles back and forth, not able to take full steps forward, and you see him set it up there. Anything else?
Were there beverages that were provided with this?
No, just food.
If
It's
you
all right.
could,
I have plenty of beverage. That would be
if
all.
you, if, but, and I'll hand him a silver. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a great day. Closes. You want this closed?
Please.
No problem.
Is there any like vases or anything like that with flower arrangements in the rooms?
Yeah. There's one over on a table by the window.
I go and I take it and I throw the flowers out and dump the water out.
Okay.
Start pouring some of the wine from the flask in there.
All right.
Laylock, if you're thirsty, there you go.
I don't
Well-
think you all have really seen. You've seen him drink from this, but not really pour from it.
It's you keep that on. He keeps that in his hip, right?
Yeah, and he drinks from it from time to time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you see
But
him
we've
take
never
this.
we've never had it.
You see him take this small flask, and he just begins pouring, and it just keeps pouring and pouring, and he's just looking her off to the side, and you hear the vase filling up, and it gives you kind of a puzzled thought, and it just keeps going until it's full, and then he turns it to the side and puts the lid
Grayson,
back on.
Can I see that?
Is that have you stashed a bag of holding inside of that canteen?
No, but you know, it's always easy to run out of something, so I had this little thing made. Now I
Ah.
never run out.
Oh,
Is it
Oh,
good
you-
quality?
you sought
Taste it.
the creation of said artifact?
I had this created when I had the goggles created.
Oh dear. Well, I'll look at the vase, and then I'll look at the flask. And I was like, it is quite the conundrum, but I believe we are all benefiting from it. Before you partake in this food, I would like to indulge the both of you in what has transpired. The Arlo has some friends, you may say, who are hunting down something in his possession, or that was in his possession, and they were the reason that Zoramir and Arlo were beaten nearly within an inch of their life. There was a warning provided to them that they were to find this family heirloom and provide it to them, or else members of the Mucking Good Adventurers would die in no uncertain terms. That they would just pick us off like fleas and apes back.
This is Verminia. Why wasn't the god notified? If you know who these two people are, and they threatened your life, or threatened our lives, if they've beat these two nearly to death, why aren't they behind bars right now?
I believe that they have connections. I cannot say for certain, but I believe there were. That it was not a possibility. We will have to seek out Arlo to find out why. What was the reasoning that
Such
they
a
gave?
Big
That they gave?
freaking deal at the gate, saying we couldn't even show our weapons.
DM, what
These two
was?
get beat.
Well, yeah, or actually everybody's here. What was the reasoning that was said publicly about why the constabulary couldn't be contacted?
I'm not sure there was a reason outside
There
of
was-
the
Oh,
threat.
okay.
I was gonna say nobody said anything.
Oh, I thought there was something because I remember Blaylock asking about it. Okay.
It was just
All right.
the threat of something would happen if you did.
Grayson, this may be an avenue worthy of delving into, and that may be the easiest solution to our problem, is having Arlo seek out law enforcement and have them address the situation.
Well, we could probably be a little less suspicious and upfront about it. Arlo can go speak to the private investigator I spoke to about the King advisors. He seemed to be somewhat knowledgeable of things around here.
Also, a good idea. Well, Arlo does not know where this artifact is located. He appears to have lost it
Artifact?
some time ago.
That he had in his possession, he no longer knows where it is.
Yes, you have the right of it. Now,
We
They
really don't have
obviously-
time for this.
I agree. Well, just be careful. I believe we need to be very, very careful. Check the food that you are about to eat. Make sure you are not traveling alone.
They definitely have some sort of shape-shifting powers or something. It tricked us and teleported us. I don't think they're ones to be messed with. At
I
least not lightly.
am unsure of the details, other than you were abducted and there was some deceit at hand.
Well, I can't have people walking around with me when I'm going and doing some stuff around town. I will just have to be a little more cautious.
Just be aware of eyes that may be following you from a distance. Well, that being said, I am quite hungry. And as Ormir, I'm sure you are as well, Grayson.
He's just staring at the pie, salivating.
Just
And do
be
a
careful.
medicine check on him, on the food.
Sure, go ahead.
Looks good to me.
Looks good.
That's a nice pie you got there.
Dude, if I go all night without
nom,
rolling
nom,
over a
nom.
fucking 10, I'm gonna be pissed.
Mm.
I'm not rolling dice
dice.
ever again.
Need to change which digital dice you're using.
Yeah, maybe the fuzzy dice just aren't cutting it.
Hey, it looks good.
Go ahead and dive into that meat pie there, Zormir.
This
the
feels like
back-
such an underhanded jab.
I'll start eating mine.
Z digs in.
It's good food. Bacon and potatoes and slab of meat of some other meat and a small quail egg. All very good. Meat pie is a meat pie.
Well, Grayson, I believe you will be fine this evening. And Zoramir, I would recommend laying low until you are fully rested.
I think after some good food, starting to feel better. Although I have to say, nobody should go over to the Fighters Guild. That's a bad place.
That was one of the most foolish things I think I've ever heard you participate in, Zoramir.
They dangled the promise of a large amount of gold in front of my face. What was I supposed to do? I guess I was starting to feel pretty overconfident in all the fighting we've done.
Sometimes a halfling needs to know his limitations.
Remind me not to get into bar fights. Do not do well one-on-one, I guess.
Place never interested me. Dueling to the death for no reason.
Oh, but they do have insurance, and they would gladly take your gold for it.
And when you fought, did the other person's insurance help them out any?
One of them, yes. One of them. Oh wait, I only fought one person.
No. The one you fought did.
Arlo's
Yeah,
did
they
not.
were fine. Yeah.
Oh. So if you
I think Arlo chopped
merciful,
his head off too, so there
and
was
Arlo
no
was
coming
not
back.
merciful. So let's see. Paying for insurance and having your opponent intentionally kill you. Yes, not something I'd be interested in.
No, I stay far away from that place. Well,
Maybe we should see if Galtier and Arlo are back. I will go down to the front
Did we
desk.
even know? We didn't even know they were gone.
Yeah, we do. They said they were taken off to go, and then I left them, or Blaylock left them.
Oh, okay.
They said they were going to go check on Arlo's sword. I will be back in a moment.
All right.
Well,
You walk down to the main lobby area, see Tindra, and over to the side, reading a book, you see Galtier.
Ah, Galtier. Have you seen Arlo?
No, he came in with me, but I don't know where he went off to after I went to my room. I'm hoping he's gonna be able to meet us at Wolf's Head at 6 this time.
I hope so as well. I worry that he may be chancing on some more luck. Going back to the Fighters Guild. We are in Zoramir's room if you wish to accompany us.
Sure, I can come up with you.
We just finished eating and have talked at some length about the situation with Zoramir and Grayson. Please do join us.
I'll get up and follow him.
A few moments later, unless Grayson and Zoramir had a conversation that they wanted to have while he was gone.
They're pummeling each other.
Do you remember anything while they had you in this room?
I guess I'll recite any details of the place that I can remember from the
Dark. To the best of your ability, you describe the woman and the man. You would have not seen the tattoo or anything.
It wasn't much. I wasn't awake for very long. They really, really wanted that crest. And Arlo would not give them anything. And then I saw a searing white light, and next thing I knew, I was waking up here.
It's odd that Arlo has not spoken to us of people looking for him out of the entire time he's been with us.
Not sure if he knew they were looking for him. He seemed just as confused as I did about the whole situation. Whether that's an act or not, I'm not sure. They sure as heck seem to know him, though.
Interesting. Okay. Well, the city should be here tonight as well. So hopefully we can get our second half of the plan going.
Where do we stand with that plan?
Well, I need to discuss it with her, but giving her the shard pieces in the second bag of holding to be taken back and hidden in the forest.
Sure she can be trusted with that?
Oh, I'm very sure.
Is she going to ride alone with all
I told
that
her to
cargo?
bring somebody she trusted.
Just one other. That's a long journey to make.
Yes, but they are also elves and they have been hidden for hundreds and hundreds of years.
They do that quite well. Just saying the stakes here can't be stressed.
Yes, but on top of us being captured once already, and with the luck of them not finding the pieces, then we're here, and we have to jump through hoops just to speak to the king, who will not be happy that we are asking for his piece. And now Arlo's thing, where we've got two strangers who have been following us, apparently. I trust her to get them out safely.
Very well. Are we sure there isn't any sort of magic on this blade that can alert anybody to its presence?
I pull out the sack and I detect magic. Anything other than the bag that's lighting up?
The bag lights up, yeah. The pieces glow faintly, but it's not a strong aura, and knowing enough about magic items, you would guess that it's probably because the pieces aren't joined together.
And we have the benefit of the bag of holding being a pocket dimension, so it's technically not even on this plane.
Right. How many days does it take for her to get back?
I first contacted her 2 days out, I believe, from before we got to Castle Rimania.
Right.
So she will be here tonight. That was 4 days.
Hopefully they have Talsahen just like
Oh, I'm sure they do.
gave us. Well, I'm sure you'll be in constant wait, do I know that you're able to communicate like that?
Yes, I yeah, we've talked about that.
Okay.
Because I've messaged her in front of you guys.
Well, I trust you'll be in constant communication with her on her journey back.
Yes, I'm pretty sure if something was to happen, she'd alert me as quickly as possible.
Are you sure there's no way I can help in finding this item?
If I could get this god to sleep, I would say yes. Because you could be invisible while I walk through and you would just follow me. But I don't know if this plan will work. And if this plan doesn't work, I just have to rely on him getting drunk.
Say, how big is this area that this guard patrols?
He never left the door. He is literally standing in front of the door.
I just lift up my cape. I have this too.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, the thing that lets me teleport, right?
Are you flashing me?
The cape that lets me teleport.
Okay, I think you have to have seen the other where you're going.
Do I?
I don't remember.
I believe it was because that's how you transported to the entrance of the cave, was because we walked through the entrance of the cave.
It can be a place that you see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction. So if Grayson was able to accurately describe where I'm going, I should be able to do it.
You can certainly try.
As long as you don't throw me in a wall, because that is bad.
Teleporting into like walls doesn't bode well.
Like permadeath not well, or like just really hurt not well?
And out of the 3 robes, none of them were halfling size, correct?
No.
Yeah. So I couldn't even disguise you.
Wait, does the what the heck is it called? Wait, why don't I have it in my inventory?
Yeah, whatever happened to your circlet thingy?
Yeah, what happened to my circlet?
As you see Zormir grab his backpack, and
Oh, you
he's got
asshole.
an idea, and he starts fumbling around, and it's not there.
They took it. They took my circlet.
Well, that does not bode well. Of course they would. They had you both tied up. Why wouldn't they go through your stuff?
Why would they specifically choose that? Wait, I feel like I'm missing something else. Missing. Anyway, what did you say?
Oh, I'm just... of course they would go through your stuff. Be lucky, or be thankful that they only took 1 item.
If they took that, well, there goes my plan. I was gonna say
At least that, they can't look like another person. They can only change their appearance. So, among being suspicious of every new person we meet in this town, we must be suspicious and cautious of what we say.
So now, the description I just gave you of them, they could be somebody completely different. They could be right
Unfortunately.
in front of us. That's not good.
It didn't change their size, right? It just changed their appearance, correct?
I thought it turned you into a human.
It does turn you into a
Appearance.
human. I think your size does stay the same.
So he's a small child when he used it.
Let's see. No, it does change your size. It turns you into
Okay.
an attractive human of average height and weight.
Ah, yes.
But the circlet
Okay.
chooses the physical characteristics.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's not in my bag.
I wonder what they must have taken from Arlo then. Well, I will need to be extremely cautious from here on out.
keep your eyes peeled at every corner. They could be in front of us and we wouldn't even know it. Well, is there anything else I can help with?
Fortunately not. I guess we need to figure out more of what Arlo knows. This just adds more stress to the situation.
Well, is this something you're going to do at night? Sneak in there and take another crack?
Yes. I was there all night, pretty much. Before dawn, I got back here. It got quiet. We had no interruptions. Apparently, he is the lone sentry for that door, or at least during those hours.
Well, shall we go to the shops and see if we can find some sort of potion that might encourage one to
We can at least
count
look.
sheep?
I'm going to give you a heads up right now. The gentleman that runs the shop is pretty much a vampire.
Oh, so you probably don't like going in that store, do you?
I don't, but he
Hmm.
is the only one that would sell the wares that I need.
Well, if you just give me your bag that has the gold in it, I'll go in there and purchase the item.
Ah,
About this time, Blaylock and Galt arrive at the door.
Oh man, did that hallway seem longer? Whoa.
It's making it longer. It's the
Oof. I must be getting tired after all of that food.
something that's
Did-
not meat pie.
Arlo mention anything about having items stolen from him? It seems that
I think he said his
Well,
superior
Zormir.
potion was stolen.
while Zormir was unconscious, they went through his bag and ended up stealing the circlet.
The most I remember when he got in this morning was that his potions were stolen. He was asking if I had a healing potion. I reminded him of his healing kit he could use. But that is it.
Well, now they have the ability to look like anybody they want. Well, look like anybody other than themselves.
Oh, wait.
How big's your inventory?
I suddenly... Wait.
He touched
I
his
suddenly have a
pocket.
massive light bulb come out over my head as I run up to Grayson and pull a scroll out of my bag. Would this help us? As I show him a pass without trace spell or scroll.
Would I know what that spell does? I mean, I've got studies in Arcana, but
You can do an Arcana check.
Good. Go digital dice.
23.
Yeah. You know it has something to do with making you a bit quieter.
Well, it still doesn't help us with you getting through the door and without him seeing you walking around the library.
So, out of character. Would I know exactly what this does?
You can do an Arcana check.
Okay.
I mean, the name of it itself kind of lends some thought-provoking things, but
18.
yeah, you put two and two together. Pass without trace. It's got to be something that either makes you invisible or quiet.
Well, I'll leave that on the figurative table if we would like to give it a shot.
Yes, why we can do this. I've already have rapport with this gentleman tonight. I will see how far that gets me. If I can't find the book tonight, that gives us one more night to get the book. We can come up with another plan. While I'm in the library, maybe I can see if there's another way in, a window, something I can maybe leave open. There's options.
All right, I trust you. Shall we make our way out?
Zoromir and I will be going to the enchanting shop. I don't have any other things. Oh, wait. Melu, I'm sorry. You all distracted me with all this other stuff. We need to get Melu her outfits.
That might be a little hard right now. Once she found out who
What happened
Arlo...
when I left?
Whole party disbanded.
you were the glue. The glue that held the
My
gnome to the
lord.
wall.
Oh gosh.
When Melu found out who Arlo had tracking him, she promptly proceeded to tell us that they're not a group to mess with. If they want somebody dead, somebody is going to die,
What
and
group are
stormed
they?
off to think.
Zoromir didn't have an idea.
So she
Who
knew.
are these people?
They weren't the Silent Steps. They were Order of Valdarian Knights.
You
Nice
just see
about this.
Grayson's face just drop again. That was the individual that we killed at the bottom of the heart tree was also from that order. They are the ones helping Roman Koth.
So, if they're helping Karth and they want Arlo's pendant, we can only assume it's something to do with him.
Does that mean Arlo has something to do with the order as well? Why would he have this amulet?
I don't think Arlo's part of the order, but if his master was and he didn't know it, Arlo, you did say your
Hamish
master.
was also part of the order before the dragon killed him,
That is true.
which means the white dragon is part of the order. They're the ones that are holding my family. Which probably means they have something to do with your mother as well, Blaylock.
I would agree. If she is being held captive. I am not a fan of not knowing whose side who is on, who skulks in the night or in the shadows.
But
Well, we
May-
know that the children were trying to take over the desert. They were building ships so they could attack other locations. I'm not quite sure what the difference between the children and the Order are. You already know that the Order is very dangerous because they're the ones that caused the heart tree to become evil.
Yes,
Obviously, they had a
are
white
also-
dragon.
they tied to Roman Karth.
We know Queladon. That was at least one thing we got taken care of.
Hmm.
No offense, Zoromir.
Oh, none taken.
We have no idea what alliances Kraft has other than money. I would say he's not part of the Order, but if the Order paid him, we already know he's provided the instruments of destruction that took out Cape's vessel.
It's also safe to assume that somebody who's high in power here is also with the Order. Because that's who's
I'm
being
assuming
paid.
it's either. Hold on.
It's either the brother or the sister.
It's either the brother or the sister. I don't think it was the brother, because if he was working with the Beholder, Beholders are not known to join forces with someone like Roman Koth. They want their own power. They want their own empires. But that gives us a very strong hint that Jaina is the one that is working with the Order.
Possibly.
This is why it is such an important, of utmost importance, that we get the people of this island working together. That's why I had Lucidia sending emissaries all around the island trying to get everybody in. We're going to need an army.
Did she send an emissary to Castle Verminia?
Not yet. This was the one thing. Not one emissary would make the king here decide to help us. They've been sitting pretty high and obviously had false information given to them from their two advisors. So we may have to have an emissary from each individual race: the elves, the dwarves, the gnolls, Ortstown, the Black Tower. But at least we've made alliances with all of these. The kobolds.
True. Very true. Significant progress has been made since this journey began. We are near its completion, and it worries me. Worries me so. So, if there's nothing else that needs, just where is Melu? Should we seek her out? Possibly at the old boot?
I can go there, but something tells me if she doesn't want to be found right now, she ain't gonna be found.
But why don't you take Zoromir, since you said that the last time you tried getting there it was much more difficult for someone your size? Zoromir, Galtia tried to hunt down Melu.
Are you calling me small?
Yes.
As I'm looking down at him.
No, you are a giant.
A giant among your people.
Unfortunately, Arlo went somewhere. He wasn't. He left.
Did you know?
We got
Do you
back.
know that though? I thought you went upstairs when he left. Before he left.
I talked to Tendra.
Oh, okay.
Side conversation. So I do know that.
Okay.
I did say
So he wandered off by himself again.
he did. We agreed to meet at Wolf's Head about the same time as we were going to last night.
Time is it now, DM?
It's getting into early evening.
It is
And
about
to run some
time
errands.
to head there. We could start making our way towards the wolf's den.
I need to make some errands before I head that way.
Fair enough. Shall we go together?
I would like to see if my sword or armor is done too.
I will just meet you all at the Wolf's Head at 6. And
I will go
start walking
check.
out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
Grayson,
check my spot for my sister.
You may be in danger.
I'm always in danger.
Where are we standing right now?
And I walk
Penny's
out.
dead.
Are we just like in the lobby?
No,
In
we're
your
in
room.
your
We're
room.
still in your room.
Oh, you're all in the room. Okay. Okay. Also, everybody should know that the people that captured Arlo and I, they took my circlet of human perfection, the thing that makes me change how I look. So,
Yes, I've already said that.
oh, you did?
You did. Yes, you
Oh,
did.
whoops. Sorry. I have amnesia, I guess.
Welcome to the conversation.
With that
That-
circlet, will they be
That
able to
meat
have someone
pie
else?
must be coming to your head.
With that circlet, were you ever able to choose what you looked like, or was it just kind of random?
Oh, well, you're never going to end up looking quite as good as me, I have to say, but it's always a random human.
Okay, that means that they can't just make someone look like them, and use them as a scapegoat to lure us to a different location.
They cannot do that, but they can hide right in front of us.
But for now, I vote we all have something we need to go do real quick. Let's get out there and try to get it done, and try to
Alright.
find Arlo.
Who's going where?
I'm gonna go to where our old hideout used to be.
Okay. Was anyone going with you?
Don't know. It sounded like Z was gonna go check on his stuff.
Do you need me to come with you?
No, I know how to get in there, and
Okay.
probably better if I come into her where she might be at than some random halfling she doesn't know too well.
Surprise!
Well, I suppose if we're all just going to go on our own and hope that we all make it to our destination without issue, that would be fine. We don't need to be safe. Let's go, separate. It'll be easier to pick us off.
Well, would anybody like to come with me to the armorer?
I will accompany you, Zoramir,
All right,
because
let's go, Blaylock.
I care.
Did they put a sarcasm enchantment on that horn, Blaylock?
I almost lost 2 of my dear friends yesterday, and a third was missing after going on a mission of the utmost danger. I am thankful everybody is back, and I would like everyone to stay in one piece, and that one piece be fairly unbruised and mutilated.
Well, I do agree. Didn't Grayson said he didn't want to be seen with too many people to draw attention to him?
That is Grayson's normal attitude. He would rather do things himself. But we'll let Grayson fend for himself until we get to the wolves' den.
He's like, I'll meet you guys there around 6.
Well, Zoramir, would you like a bodyguard as you go to the armory?
Please.
I look more imposing than I am, but I can be quite imposing, especially with my new horn.
You do look, you look like some hired enforcer there with that bling up on your head now, I must say.
I am quite fond of it.
When does the mixtape drop there, Blaylock?
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I do know that this horn is quite becoming.
All right. You all head your separate ways. We'll start with Galtier. You head over to the old boot and work your way up to the hideout. And as you get up there, it doesn't look like anyone's been there.
I wonder where else you could have gone. Maybe I'll go check in on Hugo. As much
Okay.
as I don't want to see him again.
You go there.
You walk out of the place and kind of nonchalantly work your way over, and as you step inside the old boot, you hear him, Hugo, sir!
Just me again, Hugo.
Does he normally just start off conversation with his name first?
Mhm.
That's a great introduction there, Hugo.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yes, we
to
all
the
know your
old
name.
boot. How might I help you today?
Has your assistant been here at all today?
You know, come to think of it, I haven't seen her in the last couple days. What did you do with her? Are you hiding something?
No, she's my sister. Nice, haven't seen her at all today since this morning. So I was trying to figure out where she might be.
Well, she's not here.
Then I'll be off then. I'll give him a silver for so easily giving me the information.
Well,
But I don't want to know where he puts it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day there.
Where are you headed from there?
I'm just gonna start making my. I'll start making my way over to. Moosehead.
Okay. Grayson, where are you headed?
I am heading to Magical Memories.
Okay, so you, Blaylock, and Zormir kind of walk together for a moment until you arrive at Magical Memories. And you walk inside and see your favorite person sitting there. Ah, look who's back already.
It'd be good to be so needed in this town.
Evidently. How might I help you further your cause?
So I walk up to the counter he's at. I pull out the bottle of wine. I'm looking to have this enchanted that whoever drinks from it, a potion or something, they'll go to sleep for at least 8 hours.
Ah, a powerful sleep spell. That sounds like you're up to no good, surely. A Harker, the shining light of pureness and good in these worlds, wouldn't be up to no good.
Let's cut the shite. I know what you are, you know what I am.
I do.
You also know that to get things done, sometimes you can't be so upfront. I'm not trying to kill anyone here. I just need them out of the way for a short period of time.
I don't know. It sounds quite dooming. But
You'd be doing me a favor.
why? A favor from a Harker. Who could ask for anything better than that? I can enchant your drink so that a woman will lie with you, no problem. I didn't realize you had such
Instead.
troubles.
Whatever you may think, if you can get it done and I can get it done today,
100 gold pieces for the enchantment and my infinite silence on the matter.
place it down.
You surprise me more and more each day. You see him take the wine. He goes back and sprinkles something over it and recites some words, and with a flash of a yellow light kind of fills the room, and you hear it bubble for a moment before it subsides. That should do it. He sets it down in front of you. Now, how else can I assist you?
That'll be it for now.
I look forward to the next meeting.
I just kind of grumble and take the wine and walk out.
All right, where are you headed?
Fanny's.
Okay. It is raining still. Zormir and Blaylock. You walk back into the armor smith. Blaylock, this being multiple times that you've entered, he walks around the corner and just stands straight in front of you and looks straight up. Yes, what can I do to assist now? Can't you all stay together or something?
No.
To be fair, it's only Blaylock's second time there.
Today.
Yeah.
Well, if we all have our responsibility amongst Castle Verminia, and that does not always align with our visits to your establishment. For that, I do apologize.
Yeah, I can't get any of this work done if there's constant interruptions. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate your business. I just usually don't see people multiple times in the same day.
You haven't
Well-
seen me yet today.
And you haven't seen me today.
So, what can I do?
Well, I'm just very excited to get my rapier. I was curious if it was done yet.
I have finished your rapier,
You have.
but I do not have the armor done yet. I'm working on the others.
Well, I don't believe you were working on my armor.
Oh. Well, I don't have your
Yeah.
friend's armor done as well.
Didn't you order?
It
You
was
had-
from the leather worker, not this guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he goes back
Well-
and he grabs the blade and brings it out to you, and you take it and kind of slide it out, and he's done a masterful job. It looks gorgeous. Teeth coming out of the hilt and dragon's head, and you can see slight serrations on the blade, but not enough where it'll perform a ripping motion, but more of a graceful cut, like a steak knife. And it looks extremely sharp.
Wow, this is gorgeous. All right, I guess I see why you charge so much. This is some of the best work I've seen.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
Is there anything I could make a test swing on, or am I not allowed to do that here?
I wouldn't recommend using a weapon openly in the city of Castle Verminia.
Yeah, I've already learned how touchy the people can be here about that.
You can always head down to the Fighters Guild.
No, that's okay, thank you. And I'll sheath it and start walking away. Are you all done here, Blaylock?
I am here just to enjoy the company of fair Zormir here, who is now +1 scar.
It kind of looks good on me.
You are adding quite the collection of scars to your visage.
Yeah, it is quite ironic considering my relationship with Scar. Well,
Oh.
anyway.
Oh.
Didn't he give you one of those?
Did he?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, you do keep good company, Blaylock. Would you like to accompany me over to the leathersmith?
I still feel it is best that we stay
Stretch
together. So, let us go.
Histro
Let's.
with a J.
What?
Histro with a J.
Just try. Layla, can you perform any of your little fancy tricks there to make this rain stop falling on us?
I do not have the skill to affect the weather at such a grand scale.
Just like a little bubble around us.
I would suggest pulling the cloak over your head.
Can't do where you like clean stuff up. You can't just clean the air of water around us.
I'm going to prestidigitate some mud on the bottom of his pants.
Okay.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
I did nothing of the sort. It is raining.
Did I see him do something?
Perception versus sleight of hand, Blaylock.
My sleight of hand?
Yes, your sleight of hand.
Oh,
21.
goody. 14.
You definitely notice him do it.
Blaylock, I openly saw you do that.
I simply twitched my fingers and just, you gotta keep them stretched.
Kick a little bit of mud back at him.
I'll prestidigitate it off with the same stretching motion. I have nothing to keep us from getting a little wet. I would think maybe the purchase of an umbrella may be in order.
Well, giving all my gold to that weaponsmith over there, can't be having luxuries like umbrellas now. Need to pinch my pennies a little bit.
Really? Fair
Or
point.
maybe pinch some other people's pennies. But I get nope. I said I'm not going to do that in the city.
Maybe
Not gonna do that.
that would be a venture for Cider's Point, not Castle Verminia.
No, I would never do that to my own people.
Wasn't one of the workers of Cider's Point named Penny?
Oh gosh, was it?
No, I'm just making it up now.
Oh, are you being serious?
No.
No, I will not be. That's a different pinching there, Blaylock.
Ah, yes,
Let's-
there was certainly something going on.
Let's get over to the leather worker.
Yes, it's just across the way. Over there.
So you walk inside and you see a tall, elvish woman with pale green hair and smooth dark skin. She turns around. Oh, wonderfully, you came back.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you happen to have my my leather armor done yet? I'm so excited for it.
Absolutely, I've been waiting for you to return.
Awesome.
She walks into the back and comes out holding it, and you see it with, this golden dragon curled on the chest and wings furled out in a menacing way, mouth open, gaping teeth, and she's taken some gold and etched around the outside sleeve area where it looks like teeth hanging down, and on the neck it looks like teeth like around the neck piece, almost like the neck hole is a gaping maw to swallow your head.
Oh, this is even better than I imagined. This is incredible.
I did have fun with it.
Well, I can tell you. It looks like you poured your heart and soul in there. I'll definitely be recommending your work to anybody that wants to come your way.
That
Well,
does look quite good.
You said
I
them
do
my
have-
way. History will take care of them.
I do believe I owe you this. And I just right there in the shot take off my my old leather armor.
Okay. So, Blaylock, you just see Zormir start, he unfastens his cloak, sets it off to the side, he begins unstrapping.
You could wait on that. That's not...
And
You're like a child.
he pulls it down, and he's just there with this really dirty cloth covering his bits. And it looks like there may have been accidents at some point in his future
Oh no.
or in his past. And he just slides one leg out at a time, sets it off to the side. Histra is just appalled. She immediately puts a hand over her mouth and kind of turns her head away. This is not necessary. You could have come back later.
I hope there are no laws against that.
I'm pretty sure he's broken a law, but if you could just put something on and have a very pleasant day.
Well, I don't want to be accused of stealing this stuff if I were to leave the store still wearing it. I do owe you it. Plus, it's raining out there, as I hand it over. It's freshly cleaned for you.
She reaches out and just pinches a corner of it. Thank you.
I'll pick up the new leather armor and dress back up in it.
For a long time, you haven't seen Zormir look this nice with his armor on. It fits him well. And the gold shines in the firelight.
I do a couple poses. How do I look, Blaylock? I look like I could take a couple hits in this.
You look rather dashing in that, and a little bit more resilient due to the effects of combat.
Thank you. I hope Arlo likes this. I had him help me with this, actually. It's supposed to be a tribute to Barath here.
I hope he fares well, being alone and having a nefarious group of individuals wanting to take his life.
Well, let's not talk too much about that here, Blaylock.
Huh? Fine. Shall we head to the Wolf's Head?
That is all I needed. Thank you again.
Of course.
Not a problem.
It is. Oh, you were talking to her. Oh.
Oh, thank you
Yes.
too, Blaylock, for the
Yes.
fantastic company.
Ah, well, you are welcome. I'm going to awkwardly walk out the door for now.
All right. And you head over to the Wolf's Head Tavern. Grayson, you walk inside. And after a few moments, you see Fanny walking up. Well, I'll be. You're here already. What are you doing,
Well.
sugar?
Melu, was Melu about the size of what Grayson's sister would be?
Yeah, ish. Yeah, you know, average human height.
Alright. Well, I was curious as to how the clothes were going.
Well, sweetie, you know I'm not done yet.
Well, I've got another order.
Another? Bless your heart.
I started looking around the store at stuff. I'm assuming you have modern women's taste here?
Well, of course. Why would you even ask a question like that?
I
She
know,
just lightly
Frania.
waves a hand over your chest.
One of my compatriots, we found his sister, and She too will probably be needing to speak to the king at some point. So I would like to get a few outfits for her to try, and I give the measurements.
Well, sure. Does she say have assets that we need to account for?
I would have looked, so.
Hey now.
Dude, I'm a dude. Just because I'm a gentleman doesn't mean I'm not a looker.
Well, do you want those covered or more on
Since it
display?
was to be in front of the king,
She kind of leans forward. You know, it's how some of us get our way.
well, throw in a couple of options.
That I can do.
And if I can have that delivered at the same time,
Oh, now, you think I'm gonna work here all night?
well,
I
we
guess I
don't have an
will.
audience. We don't have an audience with the king yet, so there's still some time.
You know, for doing all this extra work, you ought to take a lady to dinner sometime.
That can be arranged.
Well, and she gives you a wink. I'll get it right on it. We'll just throw this into your other order as a courtesy.
Much appreciated, Franny.
But I'll tell you, I ain't no cheap date.
I wouldn't think of it.
Is there anything else I can get for you?
I think that is pretty much it for now.
Well, you have a good night.
You as well, Franny.
Oh, I will.
And I will start heading my way over to the Wolf's Head.
As you turn around, you hear.
That ass.
You. Let's see. Galtier, you were the first one over there. As you approach the Wolf's Head Tavern, you see Arlo outside, and he's just kind of walking around. You see him from a distance. You see him standing at a corner and kind of looking down the street, looking back and forth and everywhere.
Hey Arlo, I see you didn't get too lost.
Nope. Just came over here for an ale, waiting on everybody to show up, and just running through a lot of things through my head. Just thought I needed some alone time, and just kind of out here, just kind of looking around and seeing if I can't find that brother and sisters.
So, bad news on that. They took some stuff from Zormir, and apparently they can take any form any humanoid shape they want now. So they may not even look like how you saw them yesterday.
So I just kind of get wide-eyed. I'm like, did they take his circlet?
Yes, they did.
Oh, hell's balls. That really puts a, oh my goodness, I can't believe that. Now it's even going to be harder to find them. Well, guess there ain't no need me being out here looking around for them.
No. The others should be getting here relatively soon. We split up to get some stuff done real quick.
This is one crappy day.
Well, it's raining. It's basically the only way those days go.
No. Well, I don't mind the rain too bad. I kind of need a bath myself. Hopefully, maybe Blaylock got a bath this afternoon.
He might have, but if he was working on his staff, that could have gone his entire day without even seeing the light again.
He likes it when you rib him about him not having a bath. Just try it.
A few moments later, Blaylock and Zoramir come around the corner.
Zoramir, old friend. Go up and just kind of clap him on the shoulder. How you feeling, old friend?
Confused, but better.
Well, confused, I would say yes. Pissed?
Do you know who the heck those people were?
Yes, I do, old friend. While they beat the holy hell out of you and knocked you out, they informed me that they were the brother and sister of the master swordsman who taught me everything that I know. That was his brother and sister.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, real close then.
I guess. And so now they want that pendant back, and I don't have it. The only person I haven't asked who has got it yet would be Grayson. And if he don't have it, then I don't know. I got 3 weeks to find it, or they're going to come and kill one of us.
What do we have to do with this? I'm sorry to say, it sounds like it's your problem.
Well, it is my problem, and you are correct. But you know what? I thought we were all a team in this. I mean, how many problems have you had that we've worked through together?
That's true. It's true.
So they got a tattoo on their neck of VK. So I mean, they're knights of the order of the Valdanian Knights. So they're working for somebody, and there's a pendant that they want that the master had left, and I had it. There was some really bad, some foreign language on the backside that I couldn't understand, and they wouldn't tell me what it meant, but they want it back, and they want it back really bad, and they didn't believe me that he had died on the way over to Drakenwald, and they think I'm lying to them, and
Well, what did this thing...
it's not good.
What did this thing look like? Was it magical?
Not that I don't know. I can't see magicals. It was just the size of your hand. It's got the crest on it, with a sword and a shield, and then on the back side of it, there's just some information, just some language, and it's got some writing on it. I don't know what it is.
I glanced down at my rapier. There's some very fine craftsmen here. Is this something we could have a replica made of? Or would that be flirting too close to danger?
I don't know if they know what it looks like or not. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could. I don't know. I'm just so angry right now. They didn't cheat at fighting. I think we could have definitely taken them.
I don't think I could have in the state I was in to begin with there.
Yeah, I do remember telling you to, you should take a heal potion while we were walking back from the Fighters Guild. Somebody said, no, I don't need one.
As you're talking, Grayson arrives, sees you all standing outside.
I see we're all here now.
Did you get what you were after?
I did. Hopefully it works. Why are we all standing out in the rain?
We all got here within a few moments of each other. I was trying to get them to go in, but...
Tell them, let's go in.
All right.
Turn around, walk in.
Does my smell bother you, Arlo?
Did you take a bath today, buddy?
I did not necessitate a bath at this time of day.
But you've been walking in the rain. That should be good enough.
I'd like to prestidigitate some feces underneath Arlo's nose.
No, no,
Okay.
no. Oh.
Arlo, as you're walking into the Wolf's Head Tavern, you hear, or you hear the music, but it smells really bad in here.
Oh, it smells. Oh, what the? It wasn't like this just a few minutes ago.
Arlo,
Somebody
there may be
needs to-
something wrong with your nose, and not everything around you.
Just kind of give him a side glance. Oh man, I need another ale.
All right, you walk in. Alistair's there. I'm guessing you're all walking up to the bar.
No, we still have more. We have things we need to talk about.
Yeah, we'll grab a table.
No, I point up to the room.
Oh,
We
that
don't know who's
important.
listening anymore.
Callister
Yeah.
nods at you when he sees you point up there and just kind of waves you and mouths, we'll take care of it when you're done.
I'm out food and ale.
He nods. And
I'll take another ale too.
you walk up and Arlo, this whole place smells awful. But you walk inside the room and the music quiets a bit.
God almighty, it stinks up here too. I kind of like smell my tunic, my armor, and trying to maybe thinking it might be me.
Does
Do you
very
guys
much
smell this?
It does very much smell like it's you.
Guess I need to take a bath. I'm sorry, old friend. Maybe it was me that I'm smelling.
It could be.
Yeah.
You do have a very sensitive nose there.
I'll go over to Zoromir. Smell me. Do I smell like poop?
He smells pretty bad.
You don't smell it really, unless how close do you want to get to him?
Right next to him.
Well, how close, Zoromir, are you gonna let him get to you?
Within about a foot.
You can smell a little bit, but it's not like super strong to you.
I mean, you don't. It's not that bad. It smelled far worse in my days.
Like your backpack?
My backpack smells like roses.
Yeah. God.
I believe that was my touch as well.
I believe it was.
I want to get a good ale to get this. Oh, this is horrible.
You have some explaining to do, Arlo. I would suggest you sit down.
And as you say that, Callister comes up with some food and ale for everybody, sets it down, and kind of points at the door as he's walking out and looks over at you, Grayson.
I just nod.
He nods at you and closes the door.
Top of everything else we've got going on right now. Now we have to worry about your old master's siblings.
I didn't see them until that little shit in the alley coaxed us down there. I don't know who they are. I'd never seen them. But Zoromir and I found out firsthand who they are. They're not very nice people.
Obviously, nice people don't kidnap and beat the shit out of other people. What is it that you have that they want?
They want that family crest pendant. I had it, and they searched me in my pack, and it's not there. I could have swore I had it. I don't remember anything happening to it, so I told him it might have been one of you guys might have had it, because remember in the desert they dumped all our crap out of our packs and we all just picked up a bunch of stuff so we could get out. And so I asked everybody if they had it. Nobody's had it, so I haven't seen you. Do you got it? Maybe?
Why would I have your personal property?
I don't know. I'm grasping for straws here, Grayson. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, and these guys are ruthless. I don't care. They can have it. I don't know why they want it so bad.
Well, if it's a family crest, that's probably why they want it so bad. As I point to my family crest.
Yeah, I mean,
it's about as plain as day. Your sword has been in your family for generations. If somebody took it from you, I'm sure you'd want it back. But now we find out that these people are part of the Order.
That was new on me.
Working with Roman Koth, which means your master might have been part of the Order.
Yeah, I mean, he never said anything, and I never acted nefarious to me. I mean, he just taught me everything that I know when it comes to sword fighting and being a warrior. Honest, Grayson, if he was anything like what these people are, I wouldn't have been around long. I wouldn't have tolerated any of that. That's not who I am.
When we first met you, you were working for a sleaze bag trying to get you to steal magical items.
I don't know if that's the... I mean, I don't... Grayson, I don't know. I mean, he wanted information that, again, he wanted me to do something that I had no idea what was to do. I'm at a loss, Grayson. You know, I've been around here long enough with us that you should know who I am in my heart, that I would not want to do anything to jeopardize anything that we've got going on as a group.
Well, unfortunately, that has changed.
So what are you saying? What are you trying to say?
I don't know how long we can stay in Verminia if they are here threatening to kill us, especially when you can't find the item that they want. It's obvious they've already taken stuff from Zormir's pack. What did they take from you?
Only thing I've got missing that I can see is all my heal potions are gone. I didn't see anything else missing that, you know, that I had.
And you have no more information on these two, so I'm telling you that you need to go talk to the PI. We need to get ahead of this. If they've been following us for as long as you say they have, we need more information. We can't gather a plan if we don't know anything.
I'll go talk to him. Absolutely. We don't need to be looking over our shoulders every time we walk outside.
No, we're already doing that. We were doing that before this.
And I know this just exasperates everything else that we've got going on, and this is not anything that I wanted to happen to us.
Well, it's obviously the last place you saw it was at Breakenfjord.
To be honest with you, yeah. I mean, I've never taken it out since then. I mean, when Miyagi died, I took him to the temple and I paid for everything.
There was no temple. Breakenfjord doesn't have a temple.
Well, I took him to some place of worship there. There was some... I swear there was a priest there, and I gave the body to him and paid him to take care of the body. The crust was wrapped in a silken blanket that I put in my backpack. I never took it out because after I met up you guys and shit hit the fan and we're running and I just never had time to get it out and look at it. I've always just thought it was in the backpack until they wanted it. And then it's not there. I don't know where it's at. I could have swore it might have been in the desert when they dumped all of our backpacks out and we were picking up all our weapons and everything else. I don't know, Grayson. I'm at a loss for words.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now. None of us have it. We don't know where it's at.
While you're talking back and forth, you see Zoramir sets his backpack on his lap and he's just digging through it.
But they took more of my stuff than I originally noticed.
Now what they take?
Took some of my potions, healing and water breathing, some of my gold and gems, and they took my brooch of shielding.
Jeez,
So
they took
now we don't know what they look like, and even if we could shoot magic missiles at them, it wouldn't do anything.
It's not going to do anything.
Arlo, you might want to check your bag closer to see if they've taken anything else.
Yeah,
Based on
I
it.
can do that.
If you want to take your backpack out and look, you can give me an investigation roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll dump it out. Nine.
9.
Well, when it's a +0.
I would say once you dump it out, you notice the goggles aren't there anymore. And of course your potions are gone. And you seem to be lighter on coin, but you're not sure if you spent it or if they took it.
Oh no. Grayson, you're not going to be happy.
Already not happy.
You're not going to be really happy now. The goggles that you gave me are missing. Maybe some gold, but I mean, I've spent so much in the last 3 days that I'm not 100% sure. But I seem to be a little light on some gold. But yeah, your goggles are missing, and along with all my healing potions. This is not going to be a good day.
We need to nip this in the bud. First thing in the morning, you need to go talk to the PI. We need more information.
Very well. I can
These
definitely do
people
that.
are awfully, seem to be awfully seedy. I'll see about making some rounds to some of the people I know as well, but... And no one has seen Melu since she left this morning?
Nope. She was not at our old hideout. And when I went into the place, was it Broken Spoke? No. The old boot. He hasn't seen her in a while either.
Well, I can just hope that nothing has happened to her.
I'm hoping
On
she'll be
another
back
note.
at the inn tonight, or the den tonight.
As we are all together now, I'll go through and tell the story of the book we're after as well. Again, I will be going back there tonight with a new plan. Hopefully I can have it in our possession by tonight. If not, we'll have to come up with something else as well.
Is there anything that we can do to help you?
At this point, no. I've made some contacts in the temple. Hopefully that'll be enough.
And with that, you sit around the table, Zoramir giving the occasional dirty looks to Arlo as he bites off a hunk of meat. Blaylock sits in silence, his new horn shining in the firelight of the room. And Arlo feeling like poop.
Blinds a
and
waitress.
and smelling poop. And we'll pick up there next week for episode 100. It may be a really eventful session.
Oh yeah.
Or nothing could happen, apparently.
No. Something is going to happen.
Jason's gonna strangle Arlo.
Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you coming by. Next week, big deal, episode 100. We're super excited about that. That's a lot of guys. Like, you realize you went from like level 3 to 15. You're in that
100
range-
episodes.
In 100 episodes.
We should have gotten more levels.
Like 300 hours.
Yeah.
That means we get a level tonight, right?
Anyways,
Uh-huh.
I will kick you over to Dude. He's playing, I think, some.
The dude.
I'm gonna have to back out if he's playing Forbidden West.
He
I
may-
haven't-
he
I-
may be-
all I've
let,
done
let
is
me go look
download
real
it.
quick, and
That is such a beautiful game.
It
I'm
is-
enjoying it.
dude, it's
I-
gorgeous.
I got the Regala edition.
He's
And-
definitely playing that. So I'm gonna mute
I
that.
backed out.
Um,
No, I picked up the Regala edition, and the giant I forgot what they call it, but the elephant is so cool.
But
Are there any sexy women in like loincloths holding Gatling guns?
there aren't.
I mean,
But
aw.
we will see you next week, and until then, we'll see you in the dungeon. We'll talk to you later.
Yep.